pen? Do you have a pen? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 118th running of the National Western Stock Show and today's event, Market Lamb Showmanship. We will start with juniors. We have 2 heats of juniors. We have 3 heats of intermediates, and we have 2 heats of seniors. This time, I'd like to introduce our judge for the day, Mr. Wade Franklin from Shallow Water, Texas. Mr. Franklin is the owner of Franklin Show Lambs and a feed representative for High Noon Feeds. His wife Clayton and his son Hudson help run the operation. He was a member of the national champion livestock judging team at Kansas State University. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, give a warm welcome to Mr. Wade Franklin, who'll be working through these showmanship today. Thank you. First in the ring, junior showmanship, heat number 1. Join Kirk Steerwalt, renowned Andis livestock grooming educator, for a live demonstration in the Beef Palace Auction Arena. Kirk will explain the latest techniques to create award-winning results with your Andis tools. Please check your schedule for dates and times. John Deere is the official agriculture and turf equipment provider of the National Western Stock Show. Visit your local John Deere dealer for great deals now, and remember, nothing runs like a deer. Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply. Family, work, pets, land. Murdoch's has you covered with jeans and boots, hardware and fencing, toys, tack, and so much more. Shop Murdoch's online or find your store at murdochs.com.
Okay, let's give these youngsters in the first heat a big round of applause on just an outstanding job. It's real close, and there's a lot of good competition, and all of these on this side of the ring can really show sheep well. Problem is when we're getting this crowd, maybe they're just not quite as experienced, their partner didn't work for them quite as good, and a couple of these young ladies have great big old sheep, and it's just real hard to take that shoulder blade and shove it right back in their hip and make them have that proper look from the side. I've decided to keep these for future evaluation, so we're going to study on them a bit. And let's give these young exhibitors one more round of applause as they exit the ring. They really did a good job. Congratulations.
Those that were pulled out and will come back in for the champion drive out of heat number 1, Easton Zerbach, Reese Howell, Blaze Davis, Brock Morvette, Harper Toll, and Stella Amthauer. Heat 2's entering the ring. Saunders Construction was locally founded in 1972 and is now one of the largest and most stable construction companies in Colorado. Saunders offers well-paid positions with opportunities for career growth. Visit us at www.saundersincorporated.com for more information on career opportunities. Sullivan Supply is a family-owned and operated company founded in 1989. As the innovative leader in livestock show supplies, Sullivan Supply has kept the values of hard work, family ties, and quality products at its core. Sullivan Supply is proud to service the livestock industry and wishes all the exhibitors at the National Western the best of luck. Superior Farms is proud to help sponsor the National Western Stock Show. We invite you to see more about how we help family farms. See the video at superiorfarms.com. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm not mistaken, Superior Farms is behind the bleachers over here to my left, and they're serving up, I don't know what they're serving today. Is it lamb meatballs? Lamb meatballs. So if you need a snack, right there behind the bleachers, Superior Farms help you out with the sample of a lamb meatball.
Okay, again, really, really good. And same scenario, just like in the first heat. Water's real deep, okay? Really, really good, experienced young showmen that have showed a tremendous amount of lambs, and they're doing a great job. This group over here did very well. And there's just a couple little things that we're going to work on maybe so we can get over there next time, hopefully. Let's give them a big round as they exit the ring. Nice job.
Those that were pulled out of heat number 2. Hayes Wilson, Hazen Pruitt, Harper Minor, Kaysen Bowman, Macy Zerbach, Lane Allen. Those 12 come back in for Champion Drive, which is entering the ring at this time. Weaver Livestock is committed to helping you be the very best you can be. Stop by their booth between the Junior Barn and Stadium Arena to check out their full line of show supplies backed by industry experts. Weaver is devoted to fueling your enthusiasm for showing livestock with innovative products at the National Western Stock Show. The Colorado Farm Show is proud to support the National Western Stock Show, and they invite you to attend the 60th Colorado Farm Show, taking place January 23rd, 24th, and 25th at the Island Grove Regional Event Center in Greeley, Colorado. Colorado Farm Show brochures are available ringside or at the announcer stand. Complete details are also online at www.coloradofarmshow.com. Common Spirit Health is the proud presenting partner and official first aid provider of the National Western Stock Show. Common Spirit is committed to unleashing the healing power of humanity through human kindness. Learn more at mountain.commonspirit.org.
Well, if you don't think that was good, y'all are crazy, because that was about as impressive a display of young sheep showmen that I've maybe ever seen in my life. All 5 of these and a couple of those over there were really, really good, which made my decision or my stance hard to pick, because you have to really go through. And I just picked the one I like the best. I like her composure on the move by far. She is really in control of this creature when she comes in the gate. She really won the showmanship contest the first 10 steps in the gate, and then as we got into progression and we kept going, she just absolutely didn't mess it up. And where I prefer her over the one in second is that she is able to take that sheep's shoulder blade and shove it right back there in his hip. And unfortunately for the young lady here in second, her little south down weather maybe wants to lunge just a slight bit and beat her. And she's doing the best she can do to send it forward. But where I think this young lady excels is when you look at that sheep's shoulder blade and how its neck just sings right on the top of his shoulder, and his hip, or his shoulder is just shoved right back into his hip. That's impressive. Congratulations, you did an awesome job. Second and third is really close, and I think that's where the decision is going to be made. And maybe the young lady here in second has a little bit of an advantage because her dancing partner is smaller. The young lady in third's got a big old moose, and he's stout, and he's thick, and he ain't real easy to show, and I know that. But I like where the young lady just gets a little more scald out of her sheep. She's got just a little more pressure. He's got a little more crease in the cheek of his rump, and I like that. Her look at me is a little bit scary at times, and it don't bother me, but I think sometimes we might want to be just slightly more pleasant. Now, I grew up with a little boy, okay, and he's a big boy now, and he had the same kind of look, and I almost taught him that look, and I'm not sure that was a great idea. I would maybe change the demeanor slightly. But make no doubt about it, this young lady came here to win this show, and she almost did, and I appreciate that a great deal. You keep showing the way you're doing, and I like it a lot. Congratulations. This one's good. She's experienced. She's ring savvy. She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows exactly what that sheep's supposed to look like, and I appreciate that. That thing is big, and he's stout. And I'm not sure there's very many in this ring that can show this big old moose as nice as she did. I just wish at times we could get just a little more out of him. And he's somewhat uncooperative. He wants to fight her just a slight bit and want to wiggle and move a little bit. But I thought she handled kind of a hard-showing sheep extremely well. And to be third in this group, I'd be proud because it was really close. And you'll be good on down the road. Congratulations for being third in this set. Nice job. This young lady here did a good job. She's solid. She's been coached well. Her fundamentals are near perfect. Where she has her left hand and her right hand, I would tell every kid to watch and do that from this tall to that tall because that's how you do it. Unfortunately for her, she maybe just is not as experienced or maybe not as polished, and when we get in motion or we get them set up, we're maybe just not as quick and as efficient as 2 or 3 that placed above them, but I like her style. She's going to do well. Congratulations for being fourth. And this one here, we almost missed. And her head and her neck is perfect. I like it. Here's what I would change. For me, when we got parked over here in this corner, you almost kind of want to keep them sheep's feet a little close. I'd bop him forward about that much force because you got a tall-fronted, good-looking sheep, and we almost take that away from him because we jam him up a little bit. So my preference, if you're going to polish that thing up and make him look to his best potential, I'd bop them front feet forward and let him sing out of his front end, okay? But you did a nice job. Congratulations. Let's give them all a big hand. They did great.
Results of junior showmanship. In 10th place, Hayes Wilson. 9th went to Kason Bowman. 8th, Easton Zerbach. 7th, Reese Howell. 6th, Hazen Pruitt. 5th went to Harper Toll. 4th, Harper Minor. 3rd, Lane Allen. 2nd, reserve champion, Macy Zerbach. And your champion in the junior showmanship, Stella Amthauer. Entering the ring is the first heat of the junior, or intermediates. First heat of the intermediates entering the ring at this time. If you're looking for that extra edge in the show ring, consider the Blue Ribbon 2 blocking blade from Andis, now available with ceramic edge cutting blade. Designed for competition, The Andis Blue Ribbon 2 blocking blade delivers a new level of performance with improved hair feed and clean, show-stopping lines. Create your way with Andis. John Deere is the official agriculture and turf equipment provider of the National Western Stock Show. Visit your local John Deere dealer for great deals now, and remember, nothing runs like a Deere. At Murdoch's, save on the essentials you need, like jeans, boots, hardware, pet supplies, fencing, and so much more. Shop Murdoch's online or find your store at murdochs.com.
again, some really tough decisions, and the difference between this set and that is very small and very minimal. Just a couple of things that I might do slightly different. I get to see these kids for just a very short window, and you've got to make some really quick decisions. I bet if we walked them back in here again and did it over, we probably would do it different. And as you can tell, I'm not going to have an obstacle course. I'm not going to intentionally walk on the offside. I'm going to sit out here and just see who gets their sheep set up the most efficient, the quickest, and the best. And that's what I'm looking for. Let's give these exhibitors on this side of the ring a nice hand as they exit, and congratulations to those, as we'll judge them a little bit more later. Good job, guys.
The six that will be coming back out of heat number 1, Matthew Minnick, Tanner Dean, Presley Strader, Adeline Bryant, Hannah Seaver, and Delaney Moore. Entering the ring is heat number 2. Heat number 2 of the intermediate showman entering the ring. Saunders Construction was locally founded in 1972 and is now one of the largest and most stable construction companies in Colorado. Saunders offers well-paid positions with opportunities for career growth. Visit us at www.saundersincorporated.com for information on career opportunities. Sullivan Supply is a family-owned and operated company founded in 1989. As the innovative leader in livestock show supplies, Sullivan Supply has kept the values of hard work, family ties, and quality products at its core. Sullivan Supply is proud to service the livestock industry and wishes all the exhibitors at the National Western Stock Show the best of luck. Superior Farms American Lamb is delicious and easy to cook. Visit superiorfarms.com for great recipes and ask for American Lamb at your favorite restaurant. Weaver Livestock is committed to helping you be the very best you can be. Stop by their booth between the Junior Barn and Stadium Arena to check out their full line of show supplies backed by industry experts. Weaver is devoted to fueling your enthusiasm for showing livestock with innovative products here at the National Western Stock Show.
Very good heat and really, really close. And as we said in the past, we've just got a couple things that I personally would do slightly different. Y'all show them like you want to, and I wish the best of luck to you tomorrow. Let's give these exhibitors a nice hand and congratulate those that get a chance to come back. Good job.
Those that were pulled in heat number 2, Tristan Salopek, Kobe Scroggins, Addison Zerbach, Dominic Maldonado, Inara Schroyer, and Braden Bowers. In the ring is heat number 3. Heat number 3, right behind this heat will be the champion drive. Right behind this heat will be the champion drive for intermediate showmanship. Colorado Farm Show is proud to support the National Western Stock Show, and they invite you to attend the 60th Colorado Farm Show taking place January 23rd through the 25th at Island Grove Regional Event Center in Greeley, Colorado. Complete details are online at www.coloradofarmshow.com. Common Spirit Health is the proud presenting partner and official first aid provider of the National Western Stock Show. Common Spirit is committed to unleashing the healing power of humanity through human kindness. Learn more at mountain.commonspirit.org. Join Kirk Steerwalt, renowned Andis livestock grooming educator, for a live demonstration in the Beef Palace auction arena. Kirk will explain the latest techniques to create award-winning results with your Andis tools. Please check your schedule for dates and times.
I keep thinking we're going to get into a heat where maybe it's not as deep and not as good, but obviously we just keep getting or staying the same and getting really, really good as we progress. Again, I hate to do it, but it's one man's opinion. Got a short window to judge them. I think we've got some outstanding sheep showers on this side of the ring. As I've said in the past, let's congratulate them as they exit, and then congratulate these guys for getting a chance to come back. They all did well. Good job.
Those held back out of heat number 3, Trent Mock, Sadie Allen, Reagan Rogers, Taya Winden, Dayton Morbett, Kinley Pruitt, and Hayden Bryant. Next in will be the champion drive. Champion drive for intermediate, entering the ring at this time. John Deere is the official agriculture and turf equipment provider of the National Western Stock Show. Visit your local John Deere dealer for great deals now, and remember, nothing runs like a Deere. Saunders Construction was locally founded in 1972 and is now one of the largest and most stable construction companies in Colorado. Saunders offers well-paid positions with opportunities for career growth. Visit us at www.saundersincorporated.com for information on career opportunities. Sullivan Supply is a family-owned and operated company founded in 1989. As the innovative leader in livestock show supplies, Sullivan Supply has kept the values of hard work, family ties, and quality products at its core. Sullivan Supply is proud to service the livestock industry and wishes all the exhibitors at the National Western Stock Show the best of luck.
So without trying to wear too many of them out, we made another little cut. I've obviously kept too many because they were really good in these heats. Let's give this bro on the side a nice hand as eggs that they really did a good job. Congratulations, guys. Again, it's super close, and just like the little guys, I mean, we could judge them for 2 more hours. I do not want to wear their sheep out, and I probably spent a little more time on this one because I didn't think it come quite as easy to me, and I wanted to make sure that I gave every kid a fair shot and make sure we got them right. I want to talk about a couple 3 over there, the young lady that's going to end up 8th. Her sheep's not that easy to show. He's a taller sheep, a longer sheep, and he kind of wants to keep his weight on his front end. I think she's doing about as good a job with a hard showing sheep as you could possibly do. I just want him to squat and drive ever so slightly. The young lady there with the speck there in 7, I just want that thing to move a little nicer and to go a little freer. He's just wanting to fight her ever so slightly. When we get the 1 and 6 stopped, I want to gravitate to that kid a lot. He really knows how to fire one and get him to drive. But when we get to move him 2 times, I want that thing to walk like a champion. And he kind of walks like a hammerhead. He kind of wants to fight and wiggle, and he doesn't want to stride and cruise like I want him to. And when it gets this close, you get beat on the small things. You can show as good as these people. I just want your sheep to walk a little better. I don't think it's any disrespect to you. I think your partner let you down just a little bit, okay? All right, let's talk about the ones that win. It's close. I think this one's got the most savvy. She knows what that thing's supposed to look like. She knows exactly what his holes are and tries to work on them and tries to fix them, and she gets the proper drive. We talked about in the young guys, I want that shoulder blade to be shoved in their hip. She knows exactly how to do that. She gets the most out of that sheep's neck and shoulder. She keeps him composed as best she can in his top line, and I like the extra cheek muscle that sheep possesses when she puts her knee in him, and that's where she probably beats the 1 in 2nd, because the 1 in 2nd, it's awfully, awfully good. But I want that thing to maybe just hum just slightly more. We don't have to overdrive them or overcook them, but I think in relation to where your sheep is in terms of his cheek, and I know he maybe not have quite as much, but I want you to get just a little more. Where I like you is your neck, your shoulders, your composure. When you come in, you've got a lot of attitude and a lot of awareness about you, and I love that about it. Your sheep's well presented, well fed, well shown. I certainly like that. I just want to get just a nickel more if we're going to beat them today. This one is the best in terms of his neck, his shoulder, and his composure. I dig this guy up. I mean, he is really calm, really well-trained, really well-mannered. When we move, though, I want you to be a little more proud. It's almost like we move from point A to point B to point C, as opposed to when you come in the gate, you want to show the crowd, you want to show me that you brought the man to the ring. Once you get stopped, you show me the man. I just want you to have a little more tempo and a little more aggression when you walk to let me know that you came in that gate to win this sheep show. But other than that, I give you a lot of props, bud. That's really, really nice. Congratulations. 1 and 4 is awfully good. Her sheep's not that easy to show either. He's a little stiffer necked, and he's a little more rigid maybe in the point of his shoulder where he kind of wants to fight her a little bit. When she gets him going, it's really good. It just takes you a little longer to get to that position, in my opinion. When we come around the corner, I think everything looks real good. It just takes you about that much longer than it does those. And there again, it's fine things, it's small things. You can obviously show sheep extremely well. You should be proud with how you did today. I just think your sheep maybe fought you just slightly more than some of those above them. Congratulations to be 4th. And this guy here does real good. And he's probably got the hardest showing sheep of the bunch, because his sheep's maybe not quite tall enough fronted, and he's making him as tall fronted as he possibly can. I just think at times, especially if we get a little uneven in the ring, we got to try to figure out how to make that thing sing out of his front end, and it's easier said than done. I think with what you brought to the ring and how you did it, you did as well as you possibly could. Maybe we change dancing partners a little bit and you get a little sweeter front end one or a little stealthier front end one. I think you can hang with them. But congratulations, you did an outstanding job. Let's give them all a nice round. Really, really competitive and really good.
Results of the intermediate showmanship. In 10th place, Adeline Bryant. 9th went to Hannah Seaver. 8th, Kobe Scroggins. 7th place was Tristan Salopek. 6th place, Dayton Morvet. 5th place, Braden Bowers. 4th went to Reagan Rogers. 3rd to Tanner Dean. 2nd, Anara Schroyer. And 1st place, Sadie Allen. Next in the ring is senior showmanship, heat number 1, entering the ring at this time. If you're looking for that extra edge in the show ring, consider the Blue Ribbon Tube blocking blade from Andis, now available with ceramic edge cutting blade. Designed for competition, the Andis Blue Ribbon Tube blocking blade delivers a new level of performance with improved hair feed and clean, show-stopping lines. Create your way with Andis. John Deere is the official agriculture and turf equipment provider of the National Western Stock Show. Visit your local John Deere dealer for great deals now. And remember, nothing runs like a Deere. Saunders Construction was locally founded in 1972 and is now one of the largest and most stable construction companies in Colorado. Saunders offers well-paid positions with opportunities for career growth. Visit us at www.saunders.com for information on career opportunities. Ready to try a delicious change? Serve your family American lamb from Superior Farms. There are so many ways to enjoy lamb with the easy recipes at superiorfarms.com.
I know we probably kept too many, and it makes it where these maybe look worse than they were, but it's really close. And to keep that many in the first heat, because we don't know what's coming, I'd hate that when we get in the next heat, there's only 2 of them, that some of these didn't deserve to stay in the ring. So I'm probably going to keep a few more than I maybe necessarily anticipated, and it's no disrespect to these young man here's got a nice sheep. He's going to be all right tomorrow. He's got big muscles, and he'll be fine. His sheep's real long-bodied, real hard to show, and he's lunging ever so slightly, and it's just hard to take that shoulder blade and shove it back in his hip. And the old South down here is a nice sheep. It's just hard when they're not quite as tall fronted as maybe they need to. It's hard to get that good look from the side, and I just think that sheep just needs to be more extended and come out of his front end just a little nicer. So maybe we got to get maybe our brace and our tension on his skull just a little bit better to make that happen. Let's give these 2 exhibitors a nice hand as they exit the ring. They did well.
Sullivan Supply is a family-owned and operated company founded in 1989. As the innovative leader in livestock show supplies, Sullivan Supply has kept the values of hard work, family ties, and quality products at its core. Sullivan Supply is proud to service the livestock industry and wishes all the exhibitors at the National Western Stock Show the best of luck. Superior Farms is committed to the care of the flock. Our employee owners believe good things come from putting the flock first. Get the story at superiorfarms.com. Weaver Livestock is committed to helping you be the very best you can be. Stop by their booth between the Junior Barn and Stadium Arena to check out their full line of show supplies backed by industry leaders. Weaver is devoted to fueling your enthusiasm for showing livestock with innovative products here at the National Western Stock Show. The Colorado Farm Show is proud to support the National Western Stock Show, and they invite you to attend the 60th Colorado Farm Show taking place January 23rd through the 25th at Island Grove Regional Event Center in Greeley, Colorado. Complete details are also online at www.coloradofarmshow.com.
Hello. Just like in previous classes, the decisions are really close and really tight, and it's hard to make these kind of choices. We've got some awfully outstanding sheep showers on this side. You didn't come to Denver to get left standing in the showmanship, and I do apologize for that, but we can only keep so many. Let's congratulate these on this side, and let's give these a big round of a hand as they exit the ring. They did a good job.
The individuals that were pulled out of that last class: Morgan Britton, Ellie Carvis, Clay Randall, and Colt Kepmart. Oh, and Connor Anthony. And in the ring is the Champion Drive. Champion Drive of Senior Showmanship in the ring at this time. Weaver Livestock is committed to helping you be the very best you can be. Stop by their booth between the Junior Barn and Stadium Arena to check out their full line of show supplies backed by industry experts. Weaver is devoted to fueling your enthusiasm for showing livestock with innovative products here at the National Western Stock Show. The Colorado Farm Show is proud to support the National Western Stock Show, and they invite you to attend the 60th Colorado Farm Show, taking place January 23rd through the 25th at Island Grove Regional Event Center in Greeley. Complete details are online at www.coloradofarmshow.com.
Okay, before we talk about these seniors right quick, this is my last two Ross, so I'm going to say my farewell, and it will be fast because I want these kids to get these sheep put up and get them fed and get them watered so they can have a real chance tomorrow. That's what they came for. They came to try to win Showmanship, but I'm sure they came tomorrow to participate in the big show because that's when we all come to Denver. But I've enjoyed it. If you got in the top 5 or the top 10, excuse me, in any of these divisions, you should be really proud. It's really small things, as we said all day. The little kid group was outstanding, and the middle kids were really good, and yet we get in these seniors, and it becomes really close. I think if we switch it around and keep judging them, we could probably sort it around, and the young lady that wins, sometimes I've said this, the better sheep you bring to the ring, the better chance you have. And now she has a good sheep, but he is not the same speed as these guys just because of his color. And where I think she excelled is she has a sheep, because of his breed, is not as equipped with as many fine things as some of these things down the line, and yet she held her own. And that's a big deal because that sheep doesn't have as big a hip. He does not have as big a butt, but yet every chance I kept thinking, I don't know if I can keep that Dorset with all these monsters hanging in there. She hung him in there, and it's really good. Where she wins is right here in the front. Every time his neck, his shoulder, and the tension and the torque that she has on that sheep's head is perfect because it's hard to get that much skull and that much neck out of one and keep them from fighting and keep them from moving, and you were able to accomplish that. I commend you on that. I thought you just did an outstanding job. Young man here in second did a really good job. Just maybe not quite as good in terms of his neck and his shoulder as our class winner, but where I think he excels is when he gets his sheep propped in line. He's really efficient. He's really quick. He gets that thing set up, and once he gets him there, it's winning mode, okay? If I was going to tweak slightly, and maybe his sheep won't handle it, I don't know, and maybe because his sheep's slightly shorter neck than maybe ideal, maybe just not as much skull and not as much neck and shoulder out of that thing, but I like his savvy. I like his demeanor. I think he did a lot of things really, really well. It was a really, really close decision. Young man here that comes third, like right there, that's a 10 out of 10. I wouldn't change a thing. Now, his demeanor, maybe his intensity, sometimes when you come in the gate, you don't see it quite as good because he's really mild-mannered and really calm, and sometimes when you're that calm, you don't notice. And at times, it took maybe just a little bit longer to get our sheep into that position. But once he got him into that position, I mean, that's outstanding. And then at the end, and it's not all of it because I don't wait for a kid to make a mistake to beat him, but we were kind of down there in that corner, and when I'm over there looking for this elite front end kind of stuff and looking for that perfect picture, our sheep was pitched down. Not all his fault because that corner kind of goes down, but sometimes maybe you got to see that, and before you go all the way to that fence, you stop before we get our front feet below our back feet because that makes it hard to get them sheep to run up. Now, I've said a lot of stuff, and I'm picking on an awfully, awfully good sheep shower that's awfully showed a tremendous amount of lambs, and you can tell he's been in this ring many times. I want to congratulate him. You did a really good job for being third. Good job, bud. Now, this one, at times, I want to put him first because just like right now, I wouldn't change a single thing. But one thing, when I compare him to a couple of others, and I'm a little bit like his demeanor, it's a little aggressive, and it's a little fidgety, and maybe we're working a little harder than we have to. Now, I don't want a kid to not work hard, but sometimes maybe we're just a little wiggly and a little fidgety in the front of this thing, and that sometimes causes that thing to move just like we did. Now, once we get him set up and when he gets into that perfect pose, it's awfully, awfully good, and I'm digging that look right there. You did a nice job to be fourth. Congratulations. This one here in fifth does a good job. Fundamentals is perfect. He's been trained. He's been coached extremely well. He just doesn't have that aggressive kind of mindset as maybe some others, in which is not a big deal. I think it fits his personality, but he's kind of got that look in his eye like, just don't beat me. Please don't pick on me. But I almost kind of think your look and your demeanor needs to be, don't beat my sheep. And it's almost, sometimes it's hard for kids when they've got are mild-mannered and calm and really composed like he is to have that look in your eye like, do not beat my sheep. And now, his sheep is not as tall-shouldered and is not as stealthy up front as some others, so he's got to work hard to get that thing to come uphill, and he's done a good job. Congratulations, you did well. I appreciate it. Y'all did well. Thanks for the time and the opportunity to come judge. Good job, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a minute to thank Wade Franklin, who went through our Showmanship today. Thank you, Wade, very much for all your hard work. Thank you. Results of senior showmanship: 10th place, Colton Kephart. 9th place, Isaac Thompson. 8th, Caden Healy Mitchell. 7th place, Clay Randall. 6th place, Kaylee Nelson. 5th, Carson Keller. 4th place, Cal Sidwell. 3rd, Connor Anthony. 2nd place, reserve champion Maiden Weiss, and your champion McKenna Snyder. Show starts at 9 o'clock, folks. 9 o'clock in the morning, we will be showing market lambs.